Hey guys, welcome back. You are watching Daily English Conversation Practice with me. Here, what I do is I speak on certain topics. I take up daily English conversation topics and I speak in front of you about it so that you can either speak with me or you can repeat after me, or what you can do is you can take that idea and start speaking on your own. Okay, if you start practicing speaking English in this way, you will be able to speak English fluently and confidently very quickly and in no time. And since these are practical examples, or rather daily life conversations, topics which we talk about to people every single day, so it's easier for you to speak with people about it. So if you practice well at home on your own, tomorrow if you meet somebody outside and if you start speaking about it, it will be easier for you to speak on those topics, right? So that is why I've chosen daily English conversation topics which we generally talk about, like which our experiences or any incident which has happened in our life or any problems which we are facing or any event which we have attended. So all these things I talk about every single day to make your life easier, guys. So try understand all these things and start speaking with me. It is really going to help you a lot. I'm pretty sure about it. So guys, welcome back to my channel. I am your communications coach and a soft skill trainer by profession, and I'm here to help you out with all your communications problems and to help you speak English fluently and confidently. Guys, I have a lot of useful videos lined up for you. Go check my playlist and see what help you need. I get a lot of comments about, I'm not able to speak English fluently. How do I start with? I'm giving up. Guys, no, that is not the solution. Go and watch my playlist. I have every single thing I've discussed in my videos about how to start speaking in English. What are the steps you can take if you're not able to make proper sentences? Those things are there in my videos. Go watch my videos and you will get to know how to speak in English or how to get started basically. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about a very interesting experience of mine. We all love journeys, right? We all love traveling. We all have been traveling. We all travel somewhere or the other, right? Either to a grandma's place or to our uncle and aunt's place or to any relative's place or anywhere, right? Either by train or by aeroplane or by any other means of transport. By road also people prefer to travel, right? So all these journeys are pretty exciting, very interesting, and they have a lot of stories, right? We all have a lot of stories attached to these journeys. The same is the case with me. I'm going to talk about my stories about these journeys or the experience which I had during these journeys, and I'm pretty sure that you will also come up with such experiences and we will also start talking about it, right? So let's get started. So I'll start with my childhood. We didn't used to travel a lot, but once a year or twice a year, of course, we used to travel to our aunt's place or uncle's place or just somewhere for during summer vacations or winter vacations. We used to travel once or twice a year, and that time we preferred train journey. Okay, so during the train journeys, the one thing which we were very excited about was food. The first thing what my mom used to do was she used to pack a lot of things for us, the snacks and some, puri sabzi or whatever, She used to pack things for us for lunch and for snacks as well, lunch or dinner, whatever time it was. So she used to pack lunch or dinner for us and some snacks also for us so that we don't get hungry, and we don't eat a lot of outside food or train food. But our intention was something else basically. So I'll tell you what. So anyway, so that was the start of our journey. She used to prepare everything and we used to pack our bags and everything. We used to get ready and we used to go to the station. And the train came and we sat on the train and the journey started and we were very happy about it. And the first thing I did was I want a window seat. So I always used to jump and get a window seat. So I used to sit there and I never used to move from there because if I move from there, somebody else will go and sit. My cousins or my, or whoever is traveling with me or probably some other passengers will go and sit because everybody loves a window seat. So I never used to leave my seat. I used to stick there. So that is the first thing I used to do. The second thing was I love eating the vendor food. So we used to get hungry on trains, and I wanted to eat these peanuts, and then this chatpati. So all these things I used to like a lot. So whenever the vendors came, I used to ask my mom and dad, like, I want to eat this, I want to eat this. And they were like, okay, fine. So once or twice they used to buy that for me, but not every time, of course, because if your stomach gets upset, then it gets a little difficult. So as children, we never used to don't think about all these things, but as parents, they used to think about us. So once or twice they agreed, but then they said not every time. So I used to eat this peanut, this chatpati, and I liked the tea also. So that was also a routine, that once we will have the tea. So that tea, the three things I was like, I was a must for me. So I used to have these things. Then of course lunch or dinner time, whatever was there, we used to have home cooked food. Apart from that, what we did was, the next meal was, we used to order from the train pantry. So I liked the train food as well. I don't know, at that time during my childhood, the train food was quite good. They used to serve that curd and one sweet and sabzi. We used to eat vegetarian food, the parathas and rice and everything. And I used to love that food. I don't know why, but at that time it was good as well. The curd was also very good. Everything, the quality was pretty good at that time. But I'm not sure now. I don't usually travel by train now, because we don't have that bandwidth. We all are busy, so we want to reach somewhere quickly, so we prefer the flight route now. So anyways, so during our childhood, we used to order food also, and that also we used to like a lot. So that was also something which I wanted to eat, or I wanted to enjoy. Apart from that, the other thing I enjoyed in the train was the scenery. I used to sit on the window seat and calmly look outside. The fields, there was all rice fields or wheat fields, and a lot of birds were there, a lot of animals were grazing on the ground. So a lot of beautiful scenes you can see from the train. So that was also the best part. I used to sit on the window seat and I used to watch for hours and hours, and I really liked that experience. Watching the birds, watching the animals, watching people. So that was my favorite pastime. So this was my childhood experience or childhood memory about my journey. Apart from that, there was two very horrible incidents which I will never forget in my lifetime about the train journeys. One was, I was in college during my graduation. I was coming to my hometown. So my brother came to pick me up, and we didn't knew that at that time there was an exam, some entrance exam for UPSC, BPSC, or any government exam was there. So when we entered the station, we saw a huge crowd. It was a huge crowd. So it was like, okay, that's fine. I mean, of course, it is a station, there will be crowd. So we didn't knew anything. The train came and we wanted to enter the train. It was completely full. We had a reservation in the AC coach, and trust me guys, we were not able to enter the coach. We just entered somehow. My brother made me sit somewhere, and I don't know where he was, and I was just sitting like this. I couldn't, at least sit straight also. There was so much crowd, it was so jam packed. I was like, I just wanted to cry. I never thought, if I knew that this train will have everybody inside, I would have never taken that journey. I would have never stepped in the train. But I didn't knew, and I was quite blank, and I was just sitting like this the whole time, the whole night I sat. The other day we reached, I didn't knew where my brother is. When the crowd started, getting out at different stations, then my brother came in and he was near the washroom. He got a place near the washroom and he was standing there. Trust me guys, that was a very horrible experience I have never had. And then I was like, when I was quite cautious about things, whenever I wanted to book my ticket, I just wanted to inquire first if there is any entrance exam or any government exams. And if there is, I will not go. So that was one experience which I'll never forget. I was just sitting for the whole night, and the other day we reached. So it was like 8-10 hours I was just sitting, 10 to 12 hours I was just sitting on my seat, and there was no place also. It was just a small space where I was sitting, that's it. So that was also a very horrible experience. We didn't eat anything, we didn't do anything, we didn't drink anything. So that was one horrible experience. Another very scary experience which I witnessed was, I was again in college in my post graduation. So we had some festival or something, so we came home. I was home, and then we had our exam, so I have to rush back there. I was not able to get the ticket from my home station. So what my dad did was, my friend also was there, so she was traveling with me, so we both were traveling together, and we were not getting the ticket from the main station. So what my dad did was, he took we booked the ticket from some other small station which was nearby to our place, like 1 hour or 2 hours from our place. So he booked that ticket from there, and the train was at, I guess, 12:30 or so, 12:30 or so the train timing was. So we went. So on the day of travel, we went there. We reached the station on time, and at 11 o'clock the whole station was empty. Very one or two people would be seen, because it was very small station and nobody was to be seen there. And I was so scared. Me, my dad, my friend, and her family was there, and very few people. We were very scared of, like, maybe thieves would be wandering around here. So we were very scared of them at that time, because it was quite empty. But then our train was late, and it reached around 12:30 or 1 o'clock it reached. And when the train came, it stopped at the platform, and when we entered the coach, trust me guys, it was all empty. It was all empty. We couldn't see anybody there in our coach. And when we went inside, we saw one or two people only. And it was so scary. I never believed that, I've never seen an empty train like this ever before. I have traveled a lot during my graduation and post-graduation, and even before that for my entrance exams also, I've traveled a lot. I have never seen an empty train like this. And I was also scared, my friend was scared, and we couldn't say anything. I mean, we were quite in a fix, because we had our exams and we couldn't cancel that. We were not getting tickets, right? And my friend's mom told my dad that should we send them like this, like, it's quite an empty train. And my dad said, let's see. He was also not very sure. Then my dad asked me, are you okay? Like, will you be able to travel? I said, yeah, it's just 4-5 hours. I'll manage. I don't know how I gathered that strength, and I said, no, I'll manage, don't worry. And then they left, and the train also started. And we were so scared. We both were sitting together. We just pulled our curtains and we were sitting inside quietly so that nobody can hear us. And we were waiting for the morning to come. So anyways, but still that journey, we couldn't sleep the whole night. And morning, when it was morning, the vendors also started coming, and people also started coming in. And there was decent amount of people. So then morning we were quite fine, and we relaxed for some time. I slept first, and then I asked my friend to sleep. So likewise we did, and our journey was over, and we were very happy about it that we did this journey. We completed this journey. It was the scariest journey of my lifetime. Really guys, it was really scary. I can't tell you. But then of course all is well that ends well. But still, my experience of train journeys are pretty good. 1 or 2 incidences happen in our life. It is part of our life. Good and bad experiences always go together, right? But I have a lot of good experiences during train journeys, and I love train journeys. I still love train journeys. And if I get a chance, I will prefer a train journey than a plane journey, like a aeroplane journey. So guys, I'm sure that, it was very easy for you to understand what I'm trying to say, and I'm sure you will be able to come up with such sentences, simple English while describing your experiences as well, right? Start scripting it first. Start scripting it. Write a script, take example from me, take my sentences as an example, juggle those sentences, rework on my sentences and come up with your own script and start speaking about it. Once you start speaking about it, you will get confident and you will get fluent after practicing these things. Start practicing this, keep learning and keep practicing. Bye bye.